Okay, very important to make sure your guitar's in tune. Now, we've taken you up through 11 lessons so far, and this is your 12th and final lesson. And we recapped in lesson 11, and in lesson 12 I want to recap a little bit. I can't stress enough to make sure that your guitar's in tune, and best way to do it is to buy you one of these. It's a guitar tuner. They come in different shapes and sizes, and go to your local music store. If you live in La Follette, the best place to go is Bob's Merchandise up on Nevada Avenue, and he has these kinds. That's where I get all my strings, that's where I get all my tuners and all of that. But what I want to talk to you about, now that you know all these chords, I'm going to show you what to do with them. Let's say you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me. They're going to change a chord, right? They're right there's where you're stuck. If they're in C, C's their bass chord. Like if the title of the song says "You Are My Sunshine," and if it says C, well, you need to know what chords go with C: F, or the new F, and G. Those two chords are the two chords that accompany C. You make me happy when skies are gray. Back to C. You'll never know, dear, down to that new F, how much I love you. Please don't take my sun, G, sunshine away. So you know that F and G go with C. Now let's say, for example, they're going to a minor chord. Well, the minor chord that goes with C is A minor. So if they go for if they're in C and they're going to a minor chord, it's probably an A minor chord. That's why I taught you this. Now, the chords that go C are what? New F and G. Now let's go to G. Let's say you want to sing a song and it's in the key of G. Okay, the two chords that go with G, or accompany chords, are C and D. And if they go to a minor, your minor chord that goes with G is E minor. So that's why I had you do this. G, E minor, C, D, back to G. Alrighty. Now let's say, for example, it's going to get tricky now. Let's say you're playing a song in D. Well, could I go? And you know they're going to change a chord there. The chords that go with D are G, A7, D. Like, where could I go? To G, where could I go? Back to D. Seeking a refuge for my A7 soul. Back to D. Needing a friend to save me in the end. Where'd I go right there? G. Back to D. Where could I go to the Lord? Now let's say, for example, you want to go at a minor chord. Alrighty. Well, the minor chord that goes with D is a B flat minor. That's a bar chord. But let's say, you know, you can sing so well in D and you really don't want to learn those bar chords. I know a lot of Elvis Presley didn't know bar chords. There's a lot of people in Nashville that are singers, or the old guys, they didn't know bar chords. Now the pickers had to know bar chords, the band had to know bar chords, but the star didn't have to know bar chords. What'd he do? Let me reach over here and grab this. You ever heard of a capo? It's what we call in the business, we call it a cheater. I don't hardly ever use them, but every now and then, if you come down to Midway Church and you watch me up there picking and stuff, every now and then to play a little rhythm, I use a capo. Let's say, for example, you love to play in C, but the song that you can really sing real well, you sing it best in D. Well, in order to make D, okay, I don't want to confuse you. You want to make C. Watch this. Show a little trick. Take your capo, put it right before the second fret, right there. Make sure it's on there good. Strum your strings, make sure they sound clear. Now, you know you was making D down there? There's D. But you can make C. So now you can make F, G, A minor. Now listen, since this doesn't sound the same, D, hear that? Watch this. Put the capo back on the second fret there. That's how it's done. Now, if you slide it up one more. Slide up one. Okay, that's E flat. You'd be an E flat. Right here's an E. That's why we call it a cheater. Now, let's say, for example, you love to do songs in A or A7. I'm going to show you a little trick here. I don't have a chart for this, but that's an A7th. Let's say you want to make A major. See what I've done? Hold what you got here in A7. Take this finger here, put it on the third string and slide it in between these two fingers without moving them. You just made A major. Now let's say you make, if you play an A, the accompanying chords are D and E. Now the minor chord for this is F sharp minor. Like. Let's say you sing a song in A, but you can't make that bar chord for that minor. Ooh, I want to show you another trick. Put that capo back on the second fret, and I want you to play in G. G, E minor on the second fret, C, D. Always check your tuning. There's a million things that you can do with a guitar. Trust me. And I mean, you know, like if you slide it up one more, there you go, you're in B flat. If you slide it up one more, you're in B. But the more you pick, and the more you pick with other musicians, you'll learn this. But learn how to use this cheater, especially if you're going to sing. You know, singers shouldn't have to worry about chords and all that stuff so much. So learn how to use one of these capos. Go to Bob's Merchandise. He sells these all day long. He's a great man, good Christian boy. and go and pick you up a tuner that you like. And like I said, they're inexpensive. They don't cost a whole lot, and they last forever. You know, they might take one of those little coin batteries, but you can get them down at Bowman Jewelers or somewhere. Get you a capo and get you a tuner to go with your fine sounding guitar, and you're all set. And we'll be right back in just a minute with a final thought. Okay, we are back. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. You have no idea of how far you've come if you have come to this point in this video. You're basically, with basic guitar, you're through. Or I should say, you're just beginning. You know, and I want to discuss with you tonight, I want to have a little party for you next week. A little pizza party, and I want you to bring your family, and I want you to bring your friends, and we're going to have a good old time down here. And I want to recognize you, all you guys, for going through the course. And I want you to keep, I'm going to give you a DVD tonight of all the lessons that I've taught you, all the lessons from lesson 1 all the way through. It's all on one DVD. That's why I had you bring them back, each DVD you brought back, so that at the end I could give you the whole thing. And what I want to do that following night is I want to present you with a certificate that shows that you've completed my course. Now, the following Sunday, I would like for you to come to Midway Church that Sunday morning so that I could recognize you. Just have you stand up, and you don't have to say nothing. Just stand up and recognize those people that went through my course and are still survivors. But I just want you, I can't tell you enough how proud I am of you. I hope you take this little gift that I've given you, and I hope that it brings you happiness, and at the same time as you're playing, it brings others happiness just hearing you play. So, God bless you, and I wish you nothing but the best. And now, me, I play in church. That's the only place I play. And I hope to see you in church playing somewhere. When I first started out, when I was 3 years old, I was so small that I couldn't hold the guitar. I had to play the neck. My daddy, he would take me to schools before I went to school, and he would hold the guitar right here, and I would play the neck. I'd be standing out here off to the side, and I would sing little simple songs. And I remember my 2 older brothers, they were already in school, and one day I went to their school and sung, and they were in the front row just laughing. They thought that was the funniest thing. Look at our goofy baby 3-year-old brother up there playing the guitar, and everybody clapping and applauding and all this stuff. They thought that was the most amazing thing. My 2 brothers thought it was the funniest thing, until they went home that night. My dad was about 6'4". He was not a very, let's just say he didn't have a real good sense of humor. But he told he took the 2 boys in the other room, and he told them this. He said, I don't know what you two's laughing about. He said, but every time your little brother David, every time I take him to school to play or somewhere, they pay him. He gets money for this. But they didn't pay me, they paid my dad. And my dad would always buy me an RC and a little cake or something on the way home. Then my 2 older brothers wanted to learn to play the guitar. I played for the love of it. They wanted to play for money. And all through the years, that's what they were doing. They were playing for money. I have always loved the guitar. So I hope you play for all the right reasons. Play for the love of it. Don't ever think about the money. It doesn't matter if you're making, you know, when I played in the studio in Nashville or wherever I was playing in studios, my fee was $90 an hour. Nowadays it's something like $450 an hour, but That's if you got your union card. But I never did think of the money, and I still don't today. I sing, I play, and just about everything I do nowadays is because I love it. And it's never about the money. So play because you love it, and if you don't love it, then do something that you do. God bless you, and there again, I wish you all the best, and I hope I hope I see you 10 years down the road playing a guitar somewhere. Bye-bye.